Hi, welcome to Yoga with Liza, day 30. That's a lot of days. And you know what? We're going to continue right on as long as we're all going through this home isolation. I am going to continue teaching, and I have some people in the healthcare professions and some students, and I promised that I would be there um, through this time with yoga, and I'm honoring that to all of them and some. And hi Nina, you're one of the people who I've promised this to. And my grandchildren, and in sharing with my grandchildren. So good evening, Cindy. And I know Patty's going to be chiming in very quickly. And so I also know that my grandchildren may not always get to watch this right away. And so my list of children has grown tonight. So I am going to start out with, and I'm holding on just for a minute here. Okay, so we're going to shout out to Ava and Maya, Braylon and Harper, and of course Nicholas. And then we're going to have Cora and Jace and Henry and Wyatt, Ricky, Angelo, and we also have Anna, Olivia, Scarlett, L'Oreal, James, and I know there's Owen also in the neighborhood, and KK, who watch the kids section of the Yoga with Liza. And if there's other kids who are out there who are watching this on a regular basis, you can private message me first names. That would be awesome, and then I can greet them at the beginning of class. And so Wyatt I was talking to before class, and I'm putting my glasses up on the shelf because I stepped on a pair earlier. And Wyatt was in the car and pretending to drive, and so it got me thinking about yoga in the car, yoga sitting in the classroom. And again, today I was sitting in front of the computer, typing, doing my own continuing education things. So it's been a while since we've done a chair practice, and I'm doing a kids chair practice tonight too. So Wyatt, you still driving? So we're driving in our yoga and waking up our arms and bringing them from side to side. Gentle breath. Bring the arms all the way up overhead. Reach like we're climbing a rope. Climbing. Now stretch our feet straight out in front. If you're really driving, don't do this. You need to keep your feet on the gas and the brake pedal. But Wyatt's only 3, so he can do this and stretch and bring his feet all the way out and around, and gently bring the hands all the way down to the side and bring the feet in. great big audible sigh. So part of what I've been doing with the kids is sometimes I teach. And one of the things that I find with teaching, and my musician friends who are watching can relate to this, and maybe some of the teachers who are watching can relate to this, that teaching yoga is sometimes, depending on the setting, a little bit like a performance. Or maybe if you're somebody who practices spiritual beliefs, it's a little bit like a ceremony. Or even if you're a chef, it's like preparing a meal, it's a work of art. And so the first part in that work of art, and I'm talking to you kids, is how you show up. So when you go to school, you know, and you get dressed for the day and you pick out your clothes and what you put on and how you look and brush your teeth, and if you're a girl and a little older, maybe you put on some makeup and maybe a little bit of jewelry. So I put on a necklace tonight for the first time in over 30 days. So one of the reasons I stopped wearing some of my jewelry is a place where germs can grow or collect. So I took off a lot of the jewelry that I wore. But tonight, since I've been in for 30 days, and today I decided to go red, and my Thunderbird is red. And this is very special because it's from my grandmother. So in preparing for class, there's a whole procedure, ceremony, ritual. You know, if you're in the medical field, before you go into an isolation room or the operating room, you know, you scrub up your hands and, you know, you gown and mask and glove. And I hated wearing gowns and masks and gloves, but it was a necessary part of the job. And so every job has a way to prepare. You know, if you go to a construction site, you know, you're going to wear your hard hat and your steel-toed boots and maybe some work gloves. Maybe you don't wear your work gloves and your hands show that you work in construction. So why am I bringing this up? With coming through this time of not going to school and staying home, and you know, it's fun. We've been hanging out in our PJs, and you know, we're maybe putting on our old stuff and not dressing up and showing up. You know, and I saw on Easter Sunday families that dressed up for Easter dinner even though they didn't leave the house. You know, Wyatt, your mommy made cupcakes when we did a virtual birthday party. So you all had cupcakes and your cousin had his cake, and everybody had cake to celebrate with at the same time, even though we weren't together. So just thinking about how we prepare ourselves. So how we prepare ourselves for yoga. We put on loose pants or soft, comfy pants, and I love teaching yoga. They're even more comfortable than my scrub pants. And a shirt that is comfortable and will move with you in the body. And then we bring our hands to heart center. And in our preparation for yoga, and take a great big breath in and an audible sigh out. And again, take a great big inhale in and an audible sigh out. Now breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And the majority of yoga breathing is in through the nose and out through the nose throughout the practice. Maybe you make that ocean hushing sound in the back of your throat. Make our flower and smell the flowers. And also at the beginning of our practice, sometimes we set an intention or a dedication. So I wrote my dedication on my post. It's dedicated to all of my grandchildren, their friends, and cousins. And even my great-grandchildren don't know them yet. And breathing into it. And then we put our intention into our flower. And we've done this before, but not with the kids. So we're going to put our intention in the flower, bringing our hands together. And one of the intentions of the day is another family Zoom party. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands all the way out and around, or we could do it in any number of ways. Inhale, bring the arms in, bring the arms all the way up overhead, and bring the arms all the way out and around. Are you still in the car, Wyatt? You still driving? Okay. Bring the arms all the way up, and bring the arms all the way out and around. Now, take our chin from shoulder to shoulder and just let our arms hang by our side. Shoulder to shoulder. Great big stretch. Coming back to center, heel toe the feet in. Bring our hands to heart center. Gently bring our arms all the way out in front. Feel our shoulders come away from our spine. And gently bring our hands from side to side. So I once had a Hopi medicine man who told me that I should wear my red. So Aquala, I am wearing my red just for you tonight. And for me, even more important, coming back over. And my grandmother, Kachina doll, she has on her red as well. Coming back around. And I know I'm mixing cultures again, but that's okay. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Gently let the arms come back down. And reach. Let your hands come as far down to the side of the chair as they'll come. And inhale and come back up. And you can be doing this in easy cross leg on the floor as well. Bringing your chin up. And inhale, come all the way back up to center. And arch over, bring the chin to the right. And look up to the side. And inhale, come all the way back through center. Now, bring both hands over to one side and gently come into a twist. And breathe. And come all the way back through center, bringing the hands around to the other side and coming gently into the twist. Maybe the hand comes all the way behind the chair as you breathe into it. Now coming back to center, bringing ourselves all the way back to center. sit way back in our seats so we can pick up our feet and gently point and flex our toes. Maybe we bring our hands straight out in front, open and close the hands as we point and flex the toes. Breathing into it. And you can do this seated on the mat as well. So the chair is an option. If you're stuck in the car, gentle circles one way, and then gentle circles back around the other way. And gently back around the other way. And back around the other way. Bring the hands all the way up. Reach. So we're making a great big giant L. And there's an L that we can do against the wall. We'll do that tomorrow night. We'll do L against the wall. Gently bring the hands and the knees back down. Gently bring the arms all the way towards the mat. And come into a seated forward fold. You can stand and do a standing forward fold if you choose. Then we're going to inhale, bring our hands to our knees, shoulders, head. This is for you, Henry. Where's your head? Reach all the way up and exhale, fold all the way forward again. Inhale to our knees. Bring our hands to our shoulders. Here you go, Henry. Head. Where's your head? Where's your ears? Your nose? Your mouth? Mwah. If you're watching, your mommy's now taking you off to bed. Gently bring the hands over to the side. And one more time, reaching down to the side. Big, big stretch. Bring the hands all the way back over, stretching over to the side. Inhale, come all the way back up and stretch. Bring the arms all the way through, stretching over. Inhale, bring it all the way back over to the other side. Inhaling up. Exhale and inhale and shift to the other side and shift to the other side and shift one more time to the left, breath. And one more time to the right. Breath. Bring our hands back to our knees. Great big audible sigh. Now gently bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale, come all the way back through center. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Now look down towards the right knee. Shifting the stretch. Maybe you bring the hands back to the side. Feel the shoulder blades come back to the spine. Changing that stretch. Inhale back through center. Bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Gently looking down at the left knee. Breathing into it. Inhale back through center. Gently. I need to remember to shut this down volume-wise. I apologize. apologize. Gently come back to center one more time. Reach the arms out in front. Feel the shoulders come away from the spine. So we're gently opening our backs and give ourselves a hug. And open the back of the spine. Maybe we come eagle arms. Inhale up. Exhale, let the hands come all the way out. Shoulder blades back to the spine, reaching back behind. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the arms out in front. Now when you give yourself a hug, bring the opposite arm to your shoulders. Gently lift up, breathing into it. And maybe you come back into eagle arms. And feel the breath reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let the arms come all the way out and back behind. Now, bring the arms back to the side, shoulders come back and around, back and around. Bring the feet back out in front, point flex, point flex, point flex. Now, people with hip and knee replacements, cross at the ankle. Maybe your body's range of motion allows you to come deeper and cross the legs. Maybe you tuck that right leg underneath. And if you're still in the car, Wyatt, you can do this. Bring your arms out in a T. So if the right leg is on top, the left arm comes on top. And then gently bring our hands into eagle arms. We're going to inhale up. Exhale, come down to our knees. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, come down. Inhale up. Exhale down and smile. Remember, this is fun. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. Inhale up. Exhale, coming all the way back down. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Bring the arms out in a T. Reach both arms back behind. Uncross the legs, pick the feet up. Gentle stretch, side to side, side to side, side to side. Bring the feet back to the mat. Gentlest version, cross at the ankle. Maybe you cross the left leg all the way over. Maybe it tucks back behind. Honor yourself in this stretch. Inhale, bring the arms up. As we give ourselves the hug, the right arm comes on top. Gently bringing the hands palm to palm. Breathing into it. Reaching up towards the ceiling. Feeling the breath. Exhale, forward fold. Breathing into it. Inhale, bring it all the way back up. Bring the hands all the way out and around. Bring it all the way back behind. Uncross, gently picking up the heels side to side, shoulders back and around. Gently looking from side to side, breathing into it. Coming back to center, bringing our hands in. So this is our prayer mudra. Breath, Now, folding our hands over, leaving our pointer fingers up and our hands back behind. Breathing, inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead, gently squeezing the palms together. Now, see how my shoulders are coming up to my ears? Now gently let your shoulders come at ease. Feel your scapulas come back down the spine. Gently squeezing the hands together. Breaths. Bring our hands back down to heart center. Unfold the fingers and bring them back to center. Opening the book, bring the backs of the hands around and roll the hands. Opening, bringing the hands back around. Opening, bringing the hands back around. Now reverse. Open the book to the world. Bring the backs of the hands together and back around. Open the book to the world. Bring the backs of the arms together and back around. Last time, open the book to the world. You were doing this with me the other day, Wyatt, just like this. And then come all the way back around, coming back into prayer mudra. Now, as we fold the fingers, put your right pointer finger on top. So it's the opposite way maybe than you normally fold. And then we're going to do the other way again one more time, and then bring the hands back and out. So it's just a gentle, different stretch. Inhale, bring the arms back overhead, let the shoulders come soft. Now twist the whole body and look to the right, and bring the arms down in front. Gently bring the arms across the front of the body to the other side. Bring the arms back up overhead. Come back to center. Bring the hands back down in front into prayer. Now cross the fingers in the original way. Bring the hands out to the side, out in front. Shoulders back and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades to the spine. Gently shift and come over to the left. Bring the arms all the way up. Gently twist over to the right. Bring the hands down in front. Twist the arms over to the left. Bring them back to center. Inhale, bring them up. Bring the hands together. Gently coming to heart center. Tadasana. Bringing our hands down. Great big audible sigh. One more time, bring the hands together, and maybe we come palm to elbow, palm to elbow. Okay, Linda, this one's for you. I hope you're out there. Inhale up, bring the arms out wide. Exhale, bring the arms in, opposite arm on top, sit down. Inhale up, bring the arms out. Exhale down, opposite arm. Inhale up. Exhale down, opposite arm on top. Inhale up. Exhale down, opposite arm on top. And you can be coming straight into your standing chair versus using the seated chair. Opposite arm on top. Inhale up, bring it out, bring the arms back in and come back down. Inhale up, bring it out, bring the arms back across and come down. One more time, inhale up, arms come out. Cross the opposite arm in front. Inhale up, bring the arms out, recross. One, inhale up, bring the arms all the way out, cross, bring the arms and come back into seated. Let the shoulders come down, gentle circles in the shoulders. And maybe we're feeling that a little bit in the shoulders or the arms. Now, little bit more of a hip stretch here. And if you're on the mat and you roll onto the mat, maybe you want to roll onto your back and come straight into your incumbent pitch in here. If you're in the chair, pick up that right knee and bring it up as high as you can. Maybe you can get your foot all the way onto the chair. Wyatt, if you're still in the car, make sure your shoes are off. Don't get the seats dirty in your mommy's car. Breath. Now, from here, and this may be where you are, maybe you're holding your knee here. Honor yourself, and maybe you're helping it up, maybe you're not helping it up. So nice, big, tight stretch. Now, again, maybe you cross the feet at the ankle and let the knee come out. People who had hip replacements more than 20 years ago, cross at the ankle. You're not supposed to cross your legs. Gently bring that right ankle to the right thigh if this is within your range of motion. Be mindful of the knees and the hips. Spine is straight and tall. And breathe into this. And this is our seated pigeon. If you're on the mat, you can have your legs straight out in front and have your ankle on your thigh. So all of these poses in the chair can be transitioned into sitting on the mat and vice versa. So if I'm on the mat and you need the chair, by all means, do that. Bend that left knee. Now maybe gently hinge forward, breathing into it. Inhale back up. Gently uncross the leg, whether it's at the knee or the ankle. One more time, give yourself a hug. So come to your edge with having your foot in. And then gently bring the foot down to the mat. Now, bring the left leg out, pick up the left knee. Maybe you use your hands to pick up the knee, that's okay. Maybe you take a towel or a strap and bring it underneath and gently lift up the leg, and that's okay. There was a time when I needed to do that. Fortunately, I don't need to do that anymore to move my right leg. Breathing, yoga, physical therapy, lots of good food helped me put my leg and my hip back to work. Breathing into it, meditation. Feel the breath. Open and close the toes. Now, gently bring the left ankle to the right. Maybe it's the right ankle, maybe the right thigh. And gently feel this hip open and breathe into it. maybe we gently hinge forward and feel the breath. Breathing into it. Big hip opener. If you're on the mat with your legs straight out in front, maybe you bend that right knee and come into your seated pigeon with that foot coming across your chest. But I'm holding here in the gentle version tonight, breathing into it. Sometimes it's a nice practice to do the gentle version and allow your body a night of rest. So I'm doing one more vigorous practice and one calmer practice. Inhale, come back up. And one is not necessarily easier than the other. Uncross. They're just different. Bring our legs out wide. So we're coming into our seated wide leg stance. Now if you want to stand and do this, that's fine. We may stand and repeat this. So I'm going to bring my arms, cactus arms, and I'm bringing my heels in just a little bit and my toes out. So I'm actually doing a seated goddess pose. And you can do this in the car if you're still there. Or you can do it at your work desk and just open everything up. And then maybe you bring an elbow to the thigh and inhale and come back up. And then bring the elbow to the other thigh and inhale and come back up. And maybe, Ethel, this will work for you as you bring that arm across to the thigh and inhale and come back up because you're seated and there's no direct weight on the knees. Inhale and come back up. Breath, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Bring the feet back together. Gently reach for our toes. Now maybe our hands are up here wherever we are. Reach for our toes. Seated forward fold. Maybe your feet are on the earth and you're reaching down in your seated forward fold. Gently inhale and roll up. Now bring the hands all the way back behind, Yoga Mudra, shoulders back and down. Feel that great big stretch. Our seated fish. So in fish, when we bring our chin up to the ceiling and open and close the mouth. Close the mouth and swallow. Bring the chin back to chest. Inhale up. Bring the chin from one side. Bring the chin all the way back over to the other side. And come back to center. So now we're going to gently all turn ourselves sideways on the chair. And so the left foot is to the inside and solid on the mat. And then gently let that right knee come down by the side. And this may be as far as you go. Maybe that right leg comes straight back with your toe in the mat. So you're doing a supported lunge. So your knee is supported, but you're getting the stretch in the hips through the lunge. Now, option to stand up and hold on to the back of the chair in your lunge. But I'm doing a very knee-friendly practice today. This is tough on the hips If your hips are tight, keep your knee bent or stand up so that you can modify for your hips. And in a lunge, we're doing a gentle back bend. So we just stretched our backs. The hands can come back behind. Maybe the arms come up overhead. Maybe we bring our hands together, point the fingers up, inhale up, and breathe into it. Okay, now bring the hands back down. Gently shift a little bit forward. Let that right heel come to the mat. That left knee still comes forward. Bring the right hand back behind and the left hand out in front. And we're gently coming into our warrior two. And again, if your hips are tight, stand up and hold on to the front of the chair. But this is a knee-friendly version because there's no weight on the knees. Bring the left palm up and gently reverse the warrior. Breathing into it. Bring the left elbow to the thigh. Bring that right arm up and over. Breathing into it. Maybe that left hand comes straight down and you're reaching up. Extended, easy side angle, supported in the chair. Breathing into it. This is not easy, but it's gentle on the knees. Again, if your hips are tight, stand up. Bring the hand back to the chair. Gently bring ourselves back up. Shift our weight so that both sit bones come back to the chair. Let the knees come in. Let the knees come out. Let the feet come in, gentle circles. Feel the hips reset. Pick up the feet side to side, gently. Breath. All right, ready? Shifting in the other direction. Right foot comes to the inside. And that left leg gently comes down towards the mat. And this may be right where you are for your lunge. Honoring your knees and your hips. Maybe you stand up and square off. Gently, maybe you bring that left foot all the way back, heels up, right thigh is on the chair. Gently feeling the stretch, breathing into it. And this may be right where you hold. You may be supporting your hips gently on the chair, or standing up and using the back of the chair as leverage. Now from here, gently, maybe the hands come heart center. We're going to make our steeple fingers again and squeeze our hands and inhale up. Shoulders come soft, gently feeling our lunge over our chair. Breathing into it. Gently bring the arms back down. Gently shifting. Let that left heel come to the mat. Knees come wide. Left hand comes out. Right hand comes out. Feeling our warrior two. Breathing into it. Looking over that front ring finger. Gently pick up the right hand and reverse the warrior. Maybe look back at your heel. Maybe you're looking up at the crook of your arm. Feeling the breath. Exhale, bring that right arm to the leg. Bring the left arm up and over. Gentle stretch. Easy side angle. Breathing into it. Maybe we bring that left arm up and the right arm to the mat. Gently breath, extended, easy side angle, feeling the breath. Bring that left hand back to the chair. Gently bring ourselves back up to center, shifting and gently bringing ourselves back around. Gently bring the feet into center, coming forward, pick ourselves up, all the way back up. Okay, Linda, this is for you again. So I'm going to bring the chair over to the side. We're going to do 10 more sit and stands. So if you're not using the chair, you can bring the hands up and come down into our chair, Utkatasana, and inhale and come back up. If we're doing knee friendly, make sure the chair is behind you. Ready? And we're going to cross the right arm over the left. Bring the arms all the way back out. Left arm over the right. Inhale up, back out. Cross over and back down. Inhale back up. Bring the arms out. Cross, sit down. Inhale up. Bring the arms back out. Cross, back down. Inhale up. Cross, back down. Inhale up. Arms out. Cross, back down. Inhale up, halfway there. Arms out. Cross, back down. Inhale up. Arms out. Cross, back down. Inhale up. Arms out. Cross, come back down. Inhale up. Arms out. Cross, back down. Inhale up. Cross, out. Come back down. Inhale up. Cross, out. Come back down. Inhale up. Arms out. Back down. Inhale up. Arms out. Cross. Come back down. Inhale up. Bring the arms out. Now, maybe if the knees are tender, you sit back down, and we're going to alternate picking up our heels off of the mat. And you can do this seated in the chair. Maybe you choose to bring the chair in front and gently come from side to side. Feel the pushing from side to side, breathing into it, breath, gently pumping our ankles, feeling balance. Now, shift the weight to the left foot and pick up the right and bring the knee to the right. And this may be our tree right here. Maybe that foot comes in to the ankle, the shin, or bring it all the way up, coming on top over the knee. Pressure on the leg is above or below the knee. Honor your edge as you breathe into it. And in tree pose, I like to bring my thumb to finger, thumb to finger, thumb to finger. Just by bringing the thumb to each finger, back and forth, back and forth. And let me come in close so you can see what I'm doing with my hands. This helps stimulate all of the cranial nerves. So I don't know if it's yoga or not, but the neurologist was walking around the ER one day doing that, and I asked him why he was doing that, and he said because it helps stimulate his nervous central cranial nerves. I said, okay, if he's doing it, it's a good thing to be doing. Bring the right foot to the mat, pick up the left heel. Let the left knee go to the left. Pick up the left arm. Bring up the right arm. And this may be where you hold. Maybe you bring that left knee, foot all the way up and you hold on to the chair. Honor the edge of your practice where you are. And again, thumb to finger, 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 thumb to finger. Breathing into it. Gently bring that left foot down, turning and facing the chair. We're going to bring the chair out in front and gently walk ourselves back and come halfway with a flat back. Now, maybe we shift the weight to the right foot and bring that left foot straight back. I need to move in a little bit closer because of space issues. Maybe you bring your hands to the chair and you use the chair to balance for Warrior 3. Maybe your hands reach straight out in front. Honor yourself where you are. Level hips, toes pointed to the ground, feet flexed. Bring that left foot down, shift the weight to the left foot, pick up the right foot. Gentle balance. And maybe you're holding right here. This could be your Warrior 3. Maybe you hinge and come all the way forward. And feel this breath and breathe into it. Bring the right foot back to the mat. Walking the hands up. Come back into stand. Bring the right hand to the chair. Pick up the right knee. And this may be right where you hold. Maybe we pick the right knee up, right ankle. Maybe that right foot comes straight out in front. So you choose how deep into the pose you come. Maybe you flow. Bring the toe back to the mat. Pick up the knee. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Bring it back down to the mat. Pick it up. Straighten. Bring it back in and back down. One more time. Pick it up. Bring it out. Bend the knee. Bring it back down. Step away from the chair. Gently come from side to side. Allow the body to release out in a gentle stretch from side to side. Breathing into it. Come back to center. Plant the right foot. Pick up the left heel. Pick up the left knee. Maybe you straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Bring it back down. Pick up the left knee. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Bring it back down. Gently, mindfully. Pick up the knee. Straighten the knee. Bring the knee back in. Bring it back down. Inhale up. Straighten. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale up, out, bend, back down. One more time. Inhale up. I put new curtains up on the windows. She's not quite sure what to do with them. Bring them back down. So put the gray ones up. They are thermal. So we'll see how that does. Now, gently. Maybe you bring yourself flat onto the mat, and I think I'm going to bring myself down onto the mat tonight and gently come on down. If you don't come onto the mat, it's okay. When we come up into a bridge on the mat, the bridge version in the chair is to take the hands back behind. You want to go up? Well, they do make a difference. When I open them, I can feel how cold it is out there. Bringing the hands back behind and gently arch the spine and feel the hips in the chair, and this may be where you are. Now, maybe you come straight down onto the mat and bring the feet up onto the chair. And you want your chair solid so that it doesn't move. Okay, so here's our legs up the wall, and I'm holding the legs of the chair so that it doesn't move. And I'm bringing my feet so that they're solid in the chair, and I'm gently picking up my hips, and then I'm bringing them back down. So I'm coming into a gentle bridge waterfall pose. And then again, I'm picking up, bringing my feet to the mat, and come on back down. And then one more time, bring the feet to the mat. Inhale up and roll back down. Breath. Bring the feet onto the chair. Bring the palms up. Gently feel our legs up the wall. Now, if you're seated in the chair, maybe you bring your feet up onto the hassock. Ethel, your feet are up on your ottoman or the chaise lounge. So breathing into it. Maybe you're sitting on the sofa and they come all the way up. Feeling the breath. and melting in. And maybe at home you have some gentle music on in the background. So maybe you hold here for Savasana. Maybe you gently stretch flat out onto the mat. Maybe you cover with a blanket. I'm gently bringing myself back to the chair so that I can gently beam Reiki energy out to you through Savasana. Whether you're flat on your back, legs up the wall in a gentle seated position, wherever you are for that meditative pose. And tonight in Savasana, take a moment and think about how we're showing up for ourselves. You know, for ourselves, maybe we do our own fingernails. You know, take an afternoon and do mani-pedi day. Or, you know, if you don't paint your nails because that's not important to you, you know, some other way that you take time for yourself, come to yoga class, nurturing breath. Wherever you are, gently open the eyes and let the eyes go from right to left and left to right, and gentle circles one way, gentle circles back around the other way. Close the eyes, rub our hands together, gently covering our eyes, thanking ourselves for our practice. bringing our hands back down by our side. Stretch out our hands, our toes, gently point, flex, gentle circles one way, gentle circles back around the other way. Bring the feet to the mat, bring our hands by our side. Great big audible sigh. If you're on the mat, bring your knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Gently roll over onto the right side. Pausing, pushing yourself up one vertebrae at a time. All meeting in easy cross-leg, easy seated position so we can cross gently in the chair. Maybe you can come easy cross-leg in the chair if you're in the car and this is a part of your practice, wherever you are. So whether you're on the mat, in the chair, your ankles are crossed, your whole legs are crossed. Bringing our hands to heart center. May the light within me salute the light within you. And when we are at this place, we are truly all the same. Namaste. Be happy, safe, and healthy until we meet again. Tomorrow night at 7:30. And that will be a moving and grooving practice. And of course, as always, you can modify. So very nice to see you, Nina, Ethel, Cindy. Thank you for all you're doing as well. Kathy, good to see you. Nanette, good to see you. Tomorrow we'll come back to some more moving stuff. Sarah, good to see you. So Henry was there to do the head. Liza, Sally, good to see you. It's been a while. Kim, good to see you. Kimberly. Tracy, happy birthday. I hope it was good. Mitch, good to see you. Samantha. Marie. Patty, good. I know why it was there. Jennifer, good to see you. Mel, good to see you. Dawn, good to see you. Scott. Susan. Debbie. Debbie Lou, good to see you. Donald, good to see you. Bob, good to see you. Cheryl, good to see you. Everyone, stay safe out there. Be happy, safe, and healthy until we meet again. I know I've said it 3 times, and I will probably say it again. It's worth repeating. If we say it, our brain hears it, it believes it, it will have our body do what we tell it to do. Good night.